Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, and I apologise I haven't made a video in a while. I was in Melbourne and then it took me about 9 months to get home because City Rail are the worst. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Sydney, go to Google Maps and look Sydney Domestic Airport to Wollongong. I live in Wollongong, and notice that it's like a 45-minute drive. Well, I got the train and got fucked. It took 2.5 hours to get home. In that time, it takes like an hour to fly from fucking Victoria to New South Wales. It took 2.5 hours to get home on the fucking train, and they charged me $23 because I used the private line at the airport. Fuck you. Goddamn, but I'm home now. Yes. So this video is probably going to be where this channel starts going from my youthful, oh, everything's fine, everything, oh yes, it's so good and all this shit, to now I'm going to be the grumpy old person who's like, oh, back in my day. Because that's how I feel. Video games on this current generation, as I predicted, suck. I love video games and always will, but I struggle to get excited for any shit that comes out these days. I'm excited actually for Shadow of War, which comes out on Wednesday, because they're delaying the release in Australia because they're fucking idiots and haven't learned that doesn't work. And I'm genuinely excited, and I can't remember any time I've been excited for a game recently. And that could be because now that I'm not a poor student and have to go, oh, I can really only get one game, so I'm going to get really into looking at stuff for Fallout New Vegas. And then you wait and you wait and you wait, and then you get Fallout New Vegas, and it's like the greatest thing ever. So again, this whole video could just be me being old, and I get that. But the games on this generation, and a lot of people have been complaining about this for years, and I said, well, it's the start of the generation, let's get some, wait for these developers to get some momentum, but no. There's nothing. Where are the games that define the era? Where's Bioshock? And I don't mean actual Bioshock, I mean games like Bioshock that created this fucking world, defined a genre, defined a generation. The more I talk about Bioshock, the more I think it's the greatest game of all time, but that's clearly up for debate. That made you feel something, that either converted you to being a true gamer, or convinced you that games are art, or they're fucking incredible, etc. Where's the Mass Effects? Where's the Fallouts? Because the 360, that generation, was when I discovered hardcore games. So, there could be people that hated the 360 generation because they were from the PlayStation 2 era that was like, oh, games aren't what they used to be. So I probably sound like that. But I genuinely think that the 360 era had the greatest games ever and the best technical advance. You went from standard definition, low-res games that really couldn't do much because of the hardware capabilities, to fucking just ramped up, they could fit all this on a disc, all that fun stuff. And now they've got even more horsepower and more memory, and they just keep fucking everything up. And it's hard to get excited for games. And there's a fucking airplane flying a little bit low. Cunt. So yeah, am I the only one that feels this way? Where is the game that... I'm trying not to sound like an old person. Where are the games of this generation that, in 20 years you can go back, oh yeah, I remember playing on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, and it was the best, and I was so excited for it, and it was so good. I've looked at my games back here and came up with a short list of games of this generation that are good. Horizon Zero Dawn, didn't, maybe to you it did, but to me, I can't even remember anything that happened. Good game. Persona, good game, part of a series. Watch Dogs, well, look, it created a new, of the Ubisoft copy and paste games. But, did it live up to the hype? Did it change the world of gaming? No, it didn't. It was bad. Titanfall did, it's a great game, but it hasn't changed anything. Destiny sucked. I don't care what anyone says, but people love Destiny. But what did that change? Deus Ex, I liked it, but again, part of a series, didn't change anything. Dragon Age Inquisition, I love fucking Dragon Age. Honestly, can't even tell you the name of the characters in that game, and I played it all the way through. Fallout 4, and again, great game, I liked it, but, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, you could argue that, they're part of a series, but to be honest, Fallout 3 was, its own game with elements of Fallout and the name, let's be honest. That game's fucking incredible, and so was New Vegas, and we remember stuff, and we've played it fucking that much, but this is oh yeah, it's Fallout, and then you play it once, and that's kind of it. Far Cry 4, Far Cry 3 was kind of incredible, and it changed a lot of things. Like, I mean, look how many games copied that. But now it's just sequelized and it's shit. Well, it's not shit, it's just, oh, here we go again, the same thing. Prey, I thought was good, no one else liked it, but that's... Again, that's not going to be remembered in 10, 15 years. Shadow of Mordor, I actually really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed, but I think it was just such a sleeper hit that no one's going to really... I think that was more for the gameplay than anything else. And then you've got all these things that were so good in the last generation, such as the Assassin's Creeds. Like, Assassin's Creed 2 is like one of the greatest games of all time. Seriously. It was that good. For what it did, what it pioneered, how it changed from the first one, what it came up with, how it defined the genre, etc. And all the ones on this gen suck. Call of Duty, same thing. Call of Duty 4 revolutionized the first-person shooting and multiplayer. And all those suck. Battlefield, same thing. They all suck. Mafia 2 was really good. And Mafia 3 sucked dick. Same with Mass Effect. Is that another aeroplane? No, it's a train. Probably some poor cunt 9 hours away from fucking Sydney Domestic Airport. Good on you, mate. What was I talking about? Mass Effect. That broke my heart, that fucking game. And Resident Evil, even though all the other Resident Evils were pretty shit. But you know what I mean. So, like, where... I hate to repeat myself, but where is the Bioshock of this generation? Where is the Mass Effect of this generation? Where is the Fallout of this generation? Where is the Call of Duty of this generation? And again, maybe I'm old. If you're younger than me, let me know. Because if this is your, like, you're just discovering video games, then these games are all probably... They are your Bioshock, your Mass Effect. So I hope to God it's just not me getting old. I know what you're saying, Kieran, you should get a PC. No matter what I say, it's always get a PC. I'm not a PC gamer. I probably never will be. For multiple reasons, but the one that comes to mind is I would just be like, oh yeah, just get a medium tier one. But I'm not that kind of person. I get the medium tier things, and then it eats me alive that there's better stuff. My drums is a great example. Oh, there's this symbol now. Oh, I have to have it. And then I sweat, and then I go buy it. And it would be the same with PC. Oh, there's this new memory card thing that has more neutrons in it, so it'll go 1.2 seconds faster at this particular boot screen. I need it. I can't. It would eat me alive. But, like, what is this what has this generation of games given us? Nothing, really. I mean, it's given us a shit ton of indie games that suck. I mean, look, there are great indie games, don't get me wrong. But how many fucking walking simulators can we play? How many fucking, retro 2D side-scrollers can we play? Like, Cuphead is fucking incredible. It's like one of the best-looking games I've ever played. Oh, yeah, but it's just a filter on top. I don't care. It looks incredible. But what has it done? It's fucking Mega Man. And, like, it's fine to be derivative. All games are derivative. But, like, no one's taking chances. Like, remember in the last generation, Dead Space. What a chance fucking EA took on that. I probably should have thought of more examples. But you understand what I mean with that it was so good. And then they always ruin it, I suppose. But where are those games? Everything is either a Destiny ripoff or a fucking crappy sequel to a series that no one really wants. Or it's a cookie-cutter game from Ubisoft that all play the same, or Sony. Yes, I mentioned it again. There is the Sony game creator. Everything is a stealthy third-person shooter with the weird camera and shooting mechanics. And I'm not saying that's bad. The Last of Us is amazing. Uncharted is amazing. Fucking the God of War looks really good. That zombie game looks okay. But Jesus, they're all the same fucking game. So... I don't know really what I'm trying to say is I kind of want to be excited by video games again. Like, I play them religiously, but I don't get excited anymore. And I don't know if that's me or the games that are coming out or that I'm, over it, or I'm old. It's probably because I'm old and it's hard to get excited by things. But, yeah, I would like to hear your opinion if you feel the same way. And if you're only getting into video games, so say you got an Xbox One yesterday, right? This is your first, you're 13, 14, whatever. You got an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. You haven't played it yet, or you played, maybe 20 minutes. Stop! Go get a fucking 360 or a PlayStation 3, and, or, what are these noises? Hearing shit. Anyway, go get that and play Bioshock, Mass Effect, Fallout, the Call of Duties, the Hitmans. Go play all that. There's so many other games I could mention, but I can't for the life of me. Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, all that kind of stuff. See, those are even though they're series, that generation, the 360, PlayStation 3, Redefine them. Look at fucking Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to Grand Theft Auto 4. Red Dead to Red Dead. That's pretty weird. No, well, they're kind of different, I suppose. You know what I mean? So go and play those, because it's going to be so much harder to go back and play. So if you play them first, then move to the Xbox One X, One S, One X... What's it called? Xbox? I'm just going to call it the Xbox. And the PlayStation 4. Because I can't... And we've been waiting. And what do we get? Sequelized bullshit and crappy sports games and Destiny ripoffs. And I don't know. God damn it. So let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have missed them all. They've flown, you know, right under my radar. But yeah, so let me know. That's my video for today. I'm going to do another one straight after this about microtransactions. And I think you might be surprised. I'm going to actually defend... Well, I'm not going to defend microtransactions. That would be stupid. But I'm going to debunk people talking shit about them like they're bad. We'll get into it when I get into it. So let me know, where the fucking hell are the Bioshocks? God damn it, I really want a new Bioshock. Love Bioshock. So yeah, until next time, rate, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. I'm out. Au revoir.